I am Smoking Joe. The district wants $2.6 billion over the next decade to build 16 schools. Another speculative cost of $423 million for remodeling and additions to 8 other schools. $22.5 million to acquire land. You sure don't mind asking for money, but when it comes to your duties to protect public funds, you have been negligent and ignored your fiduciary duties. This board has refused to have a forensic audit conducted and have discouraged those who asked and blackballed whistleblowers. Ignoring reports submitted to the district like the deposition of Al Oaks, which reiterated the corruption and thievery within this district. This, along with other complaints, fraudulent bills created, were ignored. No one has ever been held accountable. So you sit back and let the statute of limitations wear out to acquit, common amongst you woke politicians. Real conservatives are real tired of you phonies. Armour wants the position created for him by him to be the anointed one to communicate with the legislators, while he retains the position of liaison to the Construction Advisory Committee and also the Audit Committee, Value Adjustment Committee as well. This new position is a perfect place for him to lobby for the election of his son-in-law for the Board of County Commissioners. You spent $230 million on hurricane cleanup and repair, yet schools are still in poor condition. Let's start with the forensic audit of the hundreds of millions of dollars wasted in the name of hurricane damage. The only reason anyone would resist an audit this hard is if they are guilty or covering up for someone else. So tell us again, who doesn't want this audit? We need accountability for all of you. First time I can recall a school board endorsement for a candidate of other political positions. So much for the board being nonpartisan. All the Millerites proudly openly support for Armour's son-in-law. The Franklin Park demo was awarded to Armour's son-in-law's company. The fact that the board has publicly endorsed a vendor and the vendor is led to the chair is a conflict of interest. And the board of attorneys should be fired for not recognizing this and stop.
Board, listen to everyone. I've got a couple of comments I want to make, and then I'll turn it over to the superintendent. Responses. The very first speaker, Mr. Phillips, said something that was false but personal to me. He said my son-in-law had a contract with the school district. That is totally false. He's never had a contract. He has done work for several construction companies, and one of them had the contract for Franklin Park, and they asked him to do the demolition. But he was never approved, and no one on the board had any say in that. That was totally up between the contractor. The other thing that I would like to mention was forensic audits. This school is audited by 3 different entities. The state audits us every year. Every 3rd year they do a full financial audit. We have an internal auditor that on the years that the state does not do a financial audit, they do it. And then we have an external auditor who audits finance, but also audits all the different operations from HR and to cybersecurity to all areas of our district. So we are audited. I am all for audits if there is a specific reason to look into something. And that's what these audits usually do. If they find something, they dig down into it.